Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Habit. I'm Nina.
And I'm Jack. We're so excited to have you join us today for an episode that's going to make your English conversations much more dynamic and natural, especially when you need to share your opinion.
Jack, you know how it is. Sometimes in English, it feels like we only have yes, I agree, or no, I don't agree. But native speakers use so many different ways to show they agree or disagree, right? It's all about nuance.
Absolutely, Nina. It's not just about being right or wrong. It's about showing politeness, enthusiasm, or even strong feelings. Knowing these phrases makes your English sound much more sophisticated and fluent. And let's be honest, sometimes you just really want to disagree.
That's right. Today we're sharing 20 must-know English phrases that native speakers use every single day to agree and disagree. We'll give you natural examples and even many situations so you know exactly how to use them.
So, whether you're totally on board or completely against an idea, grab a drink and let's dive into the art of agreeing and disagreeing in English.
Part 1. Strong agreement. All right, Jack. Let's start with ways to show you're completely in sync with someone. You really, really agree. What's our first strong agreement phrase?
First up, a very common and strong one. Exactly. This means that's precisely what I think. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's short, punchy, and confident.
Example. I think learning phrases is more important than memorizing single words.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we always say.
Yes, that's a go-to. For phrase number 2, when you really understand and feel the same way, maybe about a problem or a difficult situation, I couldn't agree more. This is stronger than just I agree.
Example, the traffic this morning was absolutely terrible.
I couldn't agree more. It took me an hour to get here.
Phrase number 3, a casual but very emphatic way to agree, especially when you share the same experience or frustration. Tell me about it. This means I completely agree. I know exactly what you mean because I have experienced it too.
Example, working from home can be really distracting sometimes.
Tell me about it. My cat keeps walking on my keyboard.
And for phrase number 4, very common in everyday casual talk, showing you share the same feeling or opinion. I know, right? It's like asking for confirmation of your shared thought.
Example, this new coffee shop has the best lattes.
I know, right? I get one every morning.
Finally, phrase number 5, if something is just obviously true, almost painfully true, or you're very tired of hearing about it, you can say that again. This means I totally agree, it's so true, and I probably feel the same way.
Example, it's been so hot and humid this week.
You can say that again. I can't wait for cooler weather.
These phrases really convey strong agreement beyond a simple yes. But what if you agree, but maybe not that strongly, or you want to be a bit more polite? Part 2. Moderate agreement.
All right, Nina, let's move to moderate agreement. You agree, but perhaps it's not a super strong feeling or you want to be more formal. What's our sixth phrase?
Our sixth phrase, a classic that works in almost any situation, I agree with you. Simple, direct, always polite, and universally understood. You can use it in a meeting or with a friend.
Example, I think we should start the project next week.
I agree with you. That sounds like a good plan.
For phrase number 7, when you see their point, I see your point. This means you understand their opinion even if you don't fully agree with every detail.
Example, the movie was a bit too long for me.
I see your point. It could have been shorter, but I enjoyed the story.
Yes, or if you think they've made a valid or clever observation, phrase number 8, that's a good point. This acknowledges their valid argument.
Example, Maybe we should consider the cost before making a decision.
That's a good point. We need to check our budget first.
Praise number 9, very common and versatile, used when someone expresses an opinion you already shared or were about to share. I think so too. You've probably heard this a lot.
Example, I feel like this restaurant is a bit overpriced.
I think so too. The food is good, but it's expensive.
And finally, for this section, phrase number 10, when you generally agree with an idea, perhaps reluctantly or without strong enthusiasm, I suppose so. It's a bit less enthusiastic, but still shows agreement.
Example, do you think we should go to the party tonight even though it's raining?
I suppose so. We said we would.
These phrases are great for maintaining harmony in a conversation. But now for the trickier part, disagreeing.
Quick pause here, everyone. If these phrases are already making your English conversations feel more natural and confident, please hit that like button wherever you're listening. It really helps our podcast grow.
And if you want more natural English tips for real-life situations, make sure to subscribe to The English Habit and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss our future episodes. Now, let's dive into how to disagree politely, and sometimes more strongly.
Part 3. Polite disagreement.
All right, Jack, disagreeing can be sensitive, especially in English, so let's start with polite ways to do it. What's our 11th phrase?
Our 11th phrase, a very diplomatic one, especially if you're uncertain or don't want to directly contradict someone. I'm not sure about that. This shows you disagree without being too direct or rude.
Example, I think the new system will solve all our problems.
I'm not sure about that. It might create new ones.
Similar to that, phrase number 12, a soft way to express a different opinion without sounding aggressive. I don't think so.
Example, is it going to rain tomorrow?
I don't think so. The sky looks pretty clear.
Phrase number 13, when you understand their side but still differ, it's a great way to start your counter-argument politely. I see where you're coming from, but... Example, I understand your point about needing more budget, but we really need to cut costs right now.
A right coming way to introduce a different view, phrase number 14. On the other hand, this signals you're about to present a contrasting idea, often to show a balanced perspective. Example, the new rules are stricter, but on the other hand, they might improve safety.
And finally, for this section, phrase number 15, for when you simply have a different opinion. It's direct, but still quite polite and clear. I don't really agree. Example, I think pineapple belongs on pizza.
I don't really agree. I prefer it without pineapple.
These are excellent for maintaining harmony in the conversation. But what if you disagree more strongly or you want to challenge an idea directly?
Part 4. Strong disagreement and challenging ideas.
All right, Jack, sometimes you need to express stronger disagreement or challenge an idea. What's our 16th phrase?
For phrase number 16, when you simply don't think something is correct, often used to correct a factual error or a strong opinion you believe is wrong, that's not right. It's direct and clear.
Or if you think an idea or statement is completely wrong and you want to be very firm, I totally disagree. This is a strong, firm statement.
Example, learning English is impossible without living abroad.
I totally disagree. You can learn a lot from home with the right methods.
Phrase number 18, when you want to directly counter a point, often used in more formal discussions or debates, I beg to differ. This is a more formal but still common way to say I disagree.
Example, our data shows that sales are increasing.
Well, I beg to differ. My report shows a slight decline.
For phrase number 19, when you find an idea unbelievable or completely wrong, often used informally with a strong emotional reaction. No way.
This is very casual and often used in strong emotional disagreement.
Example, they're canceling our favorite show?
No way! That's terrible news. Phrase number 20. When you think an argument has a flaw, allowing you to acknowledge their point before showing its weakness or missing piece, that's a good point, but it doesn't take into account. Example, your plan saves money, but it doesn't take into account the extra time we'll need.
With these 20 phrases, you're now equipped to handle almost any conversation, whether you agree or not, and sound natural doing it.
Wow, Nina, we've covered a wide range of phrases for agreeing and disagreeing today. This is going to make our listeners' English conversations so much more rich and authentic.
Absolutely. Let's quickly recap all of these key phrases. Listen and try to say them after us, and think about how you can use them in your next English discussion.
Phrases number 1.
Exactly.
2. I couldn't agree more.
3. Tell me about it.
4. I know, right?
5. You can say that again.
6. I agree with you.
7. I see your point.
8. That's a good point.
9. I think so too.
10. I suppose so.
11. I'm not sure about that.
12. I don't think so.
13. I see where you're coming from, but
14. On the other hand.
15. I don't really agree.
16. That's not right.
17. I totally disagree.
18. I beg to differ.
19. No way.
20. That's a good point, but it doesn't take into account.
Great job, everybody. Remember, listen to these phrases, try to imitate our pronunciation, and then actively try to use them in your own English practice.
All right, let's wrap this up. Today you learned 20 essential English phrases to competently agree and disagree, from polite nuances to strong statements. These phrases will help you sound much more natural and expressive in any conversation.
Now we're curious. Which of these phrases for agreeing or disagreeing do you find most useful? Or which one will you try to use in your next English conversation? Drop your answers in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
If this episode helped you feel more confident about expressing your opinions in English, please smash that like button wherever you're listening, subscribe to The English Habit for more amazing content, and ring that notification bell.
Thanks for listening. And remember, don't be afraid to voice your opinions in English.
See you in the next one. Bye.